So hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today what we have got here is another package from the Tsunami company. This is their Tsunami MK-68 keyboard, which is a 60% form factor keyboard with 68 keys. It's a mechanical keyboard for gaming purposes. So without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So guys, what we have got here is the Tsunami MK-68 60% form factor 68 key mechanical keyboard. The version that we have got here has the red Otemu key switches. They offer a total of 3 kinds of switches, which are namely the blue, brown and red switches. What we have got here, these are Otemu switches, so they are very good high quality switches. Now let's open the box and see what we have inside the box. So what we have here is an operation manual which shows us all the keys, shortcut keys for the keyboard that are included in it, because as I said before, this is a 60% mechanical keyboard, so it's not a traditional keyboard like I used to have before. It does not include some keys which is for your use only, because these keyboards are mainly for people with limited desk space, so that they can use an external keyboard while also not making a mess out of their decks. So I'll go through all of these, not all of these, but mainly the lighting shortcuts, because I will show you all the lighting effects. As I said earlier, that this is an RGB backlit keyboard, so I'll show you all of the lighting modes and the keyboard shortcuts so that you can see how it's done and how it's used. So right here we are going to have a first look at the keyboard itself. What I have got here is the cement gray version of the keyboard, and as you can see here, we have a Type-C port which is used to connect the keyboard to your laptop or PC, whatever you're using it with. So we should also have a cable right in here. See, this is a Type-C to Type-A cable. The Type-A goes into your PC or laptop, whatever you're using it with, and the Type-C goes into your keyboard itself. It's very nice that you can detach the cable from your keyboard so that it's not a mess to carry around. And if you don't have the original cable of the keyboard, you can use your own charging cable also for your phones. And you can also, if you want to make your setup look a bit better or a bit more aesthetic, so you can also buy different colored cables and different styles, so that you can make your setup look more aesthetic or match your setup theme. I'll show some images of how they look. So as you guys can see right here, it's a 60% form factor keyboard which is very small, and it's pretty much the best for each and every minimal. It gives a very minimal look on your setup, and also for people with small decks like me. I have a very small deck, and I'll show you the last keyboard that I used to use. It was very big as compared to this. It was a membrane keyboard. It was a traditional size keyboard as compared to what this 60 size is. I'll bring it right now and show you guys. So this is what my previous keyboard that I used to use is. It's a membrane keyboard that I bought off the online store for like 300 bahts, and as you can see, the size comparison for this is pretty much very visible. And as I said earlier, for the MK-68 keyboard, you get a detachable wire that you can carry around with you. And in this keyboard, as you can see right here, you don't have an option for that, so you have to have this thing around with you every time. So it's like a bit messy on the setup, and it looks very bad. There is no alternate options for this as compared to what you have options with this. As I've showed you guys previously, you can buy different cables for it to look more aesthetic. So I'll just put this keyboard away so that we can look back at our Tsunami MK-68 once again. So yeah guys, as I was previously talking about the keyboard, let's have a clear look at it. As I told you before also, it has a Type-C port for your cable to power the keyboard itself. And let's have a look at the back side. It has keyboard risers for a person who likes the keyboard risen off the ground a bit, like at an angle, so that it's more comfortable for the people. And the rubber in the bottom is for it to not shake around the text. Like you can see right here, I'm trying to move it around, but it's not moving around, it's not shaking as much as the other keyboards do, because it has a rubber that makes it sticks to the desk and makes it stay at one point and not move around. And it also has rubbers in the risers bottom also, so that it makes a stable all around the keyboard. Now I'll plug out one of the keys so that you can see the switches that I have gotten. As I said earlier, it is a red switch keyboard. It is an Otemu red switch keyboard, which is a very good quality switches. Now before I move into the lighting versions and more functions of the keyboard, I would like to tell you the price of this keyboard, which is just 670 bahts. I'll give a price comparison right here for some countries so that you can check out. You can also check out the product on their official websites using the link in my description, or if not on the official websites, then I will also share links to all of the online stores that they sell on, so that you can check out the product for yourself. This is not the only color, there are also many different variations for the colors, and they offer 3 kinds of switches, as I told you earlier: red, blue and brown. All of these are Otemu key switches, so they are very high quality switches. So now let's talk about the other features of the keyboard. As you guys can see on the keyboard, you can only see these letters itself, and you cannot see English letters. These are Thai letters, and the English letters are actually inscribed into these key switches. You will be able to see if I move it towards the camera. As you can see right here, it's a U. It's like inscribed into the keys, and it's transparent, kind of a pudding keycap kind of feeling. So you will only be able to see English letters or English alphabets when the keyboard is plugged in and it's backlit. So only when the backlight is on, you will be able to see the English switches. So now I will plug in the keyboard to show you all the lighting effects and walk you through the lighting shortcut that I told you before in the manual itself. So yeah, let's get right into it. So as you guys can see, when I have plugged in the keyboard to my laptop, you can see all of the English letters are well lit, and you can see them whenever it's lit up. So go through all of the lighting effects. I will first walk you through how to change the lighting effects and how to adjust the brightness, speed and all of those things for the lighting before I show you the lighting effects, because to show you the lighting effects I will close all of the lights so that you can only see the lighting in the keyboard and nothing else. So to change the lighting effects, as you can see right here in the manual, it shows that for lighting effects you have to press function key and inspect. So right here you have the function key and INS key. So when you press this simultaneously, it will change the lighting effects and cycle through all of the lighting effects that are in the keyboard. Function and above arrow key will change the brightness, will increase the brightness for the keyboard, and function and down arrow will decrease the brightness of the keyboard. Function right will increase the speed of the lighting, and function left will decrease the speed of the effect of the lighting. So let's jump straight into the effects and close down all of the lights. So this is the keyboard, guys, and I will walk you through all of the different, I will not walk you through because I can't explain lighting effects. So I will just show you all of the lighting effects, and before that I'll just tell you that this is a static RGB keyboard, means the colors won't change per key. As you can see, these are layers. There are different layers to colors. This layer has red, this layer has green, this layer has blue, this layer has purple, and this layer has pink. So this layer won't change to red, this layer won't change to blue, or this layer won't change to red and all that. It will stay the same, all the colors will stay the same, but the effects in the keyboard will make it look more awesome and much more better to look at. So I will now show you different types of lighting effects so that you can see for yourself. So this is kind of like a breathing effect. I'll show you how the function keys work. Right now I'm decreasing the brightness, as you can see. Now the brightness is at max, and now I'll increase the speed of the breathing effect so that you can see the breathing has increased, the breathing speed has increased. Now I'll decrease the breathing effect so you can see it's slowing down. Now we'll move on to the next effect. The next effect is kind of like wave effect. Now that we have gone through all of the lighting effects, there is nothing much to explain about the keyboard but how splendid this thing is. It's a very good budget keyboard. As I said earlier, it's only 600 bahts, and I have given the reference to all the prices around the world from what I could, obviously. And it's, according to me, it's the perfect keyboard for everyone love to admire the beauty of keyboards, or who love to use keyboards, especially a 60% form factor with backlit RGB lightings with 19 different modes to choose from. Whatever you want to do with this keyboard, you can. It's the perfect keyboard for your setup. Again, I've given the link to the product in my description, to the official website as well as to the online store, so that you can buy it from the links given in my description. And it was a very good experience giving my reviews on this and using this for the past week. I have tried this and it's a very splendid and awesome keyboard. I will obviously recommend this thing to each and every person looking for a 60% keyboard, or any keyboard that they would like to add to their keyboard collection or to their setup. It's a very good keyboard. You can carry this around in a small bag, in your own laptop bag as well, because the traditional keyboards take a lot of space. And also, as I've told you before also, this keyboard, even though it has less keys than the traditional keys, it sums up all of those keys with the keyboard shortcuts that it has right in the user manual. So what else can I say about this keyboard other than that it's just a piece of art? And that's all I would like to say. Thank you guys once again for watching the video. You can surely check this product out in the description, and show some love to the video by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and give your views on the keyboard in the comment section down below. Thank you very much. See you guys again in the future videos.